Another key ally heads to the White House today to meet with President Trump, a day after the president held the first cabinet meeting of his second term.
But it was a non-member of the cabinet who took center stage at that meeting as the White House continues to cut the federal workforce.
Elon Musk joined that cabinet meeting and spoke at length about his efforts to slash federal spending, with President Trump backing the spending and workforce cuts. NBC's Alice Barr is in Washington, D.C. with the latest.
President Trump hosting the UK Prime Minister today at the White House says a battle over foreign aid reached the Supreme Court overnight. Chief Justice John Roberts temporarily blocked a lower court's midnight deadline for the Trump administration to release $2 billion in funds frozen since January. Foreign aid groups had sued to continue their work and pay already due vendors. The Supreme Court weighing next steps, asking both sides for more information by tomorrow.
We put together a great cabinet.
In President Trump's first cabinet meeting Wednesday, cuts to USAID took center stage, along with Elon Musk.
With USAID, one of the things we accidentally canceled very briefly was Ebola prevention. I think we all want Ebola prevention. So we restored the Ebola prevention immediately, and there was no interruption.
What Elon Musk said today was just categorically untrue.
Dr. Craig Spencer, who survived Ebola in 2014, tracks outbreaks around the world and says people who would normally
set up border screening to do the contact tracing on the ground, they're not getting paid.
President Trump defended deep spending cuts as NBC News obtained a new budget office memo giving agency heads 2 weeks to submit plans for mass layoffs.
We're cutting down the size of government. We have to. We're bloated. We're sloppy.
The president and Musk again defending that email directing federal employees to list what they did last week, warning that employees who have not yet replied may still be fired, even as some cabinet members at the table had initially told employees not to respond. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And Musk described those emails as a pulse check of sorts and said if an employee's work is too sensitive to describe, they can say that.
That is the White House chief of staff fielded questions from Senate Republicans who are hearing growing concerns from their constituents, everyday Americans, about Musk's approach to government downsizing.